This playthrough is rated T for teen.
With the world in danger and so many heroes to go around, how are we going to take care of all these problems? Let's find out. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shadow Madness. In the last episode, we finally made it to the tower and found out that the magician we were supposed to hire got assassinated by some weird creature. So we're taking the book back to the Magi to see what we can do about it. We got a big decision to make here, folks. So we're back, are we? Oh, would you stop doing that? And yeah, we're back. You brought a head with you. I'll have to sleep outside. Who is this Harlequin? He can't be one of the Magi. I serve the Magi. You may call me Fessin, for that is my name. This is Zero Von Moon, Mage Warrior Extraordinaire. Mage Warrior. If you're so extraordinaire, then what happened to the most of you? A pleasure to meet you, sir. Someday I'd enjoy sitting down and telling you all about it, but for now I should just like to chat with the Magi. Yeah, we need to tell them that their guy in Silveria is deader than a box of rocks. But fortunately we got the book. Bad news with good news. I think perhaps you should tell them yourself. Oh, by the way, that is hardly a book. It has pages of printed text sandwiched between two covers. It is a book. For some odd reason, Robot, I think you just sparked my appetite. At any rate, why should I engage in a duel of wits with an unarmed opponent? All will be revealed to you in good time. I'll rouse the Magi. Meet them in the meeting chambers upstairs when you're able. You might wish to freshen up in the guest quarters first. And you, Stinger, you might wish to change your socks. Kirk's yellow toenails, I hate that guy. Let's hope the Magi are more reasonable. We must endure his sarcasm. His masters might be the only ones who understand what is happening. I know. Come on, guys, let's head, go on upstairs. You know the way. Lead on. We are relieved to see you. Welcome back. Thanks. We return with an ally as well as the book. Please take the Natragor Codex. And now, Helios and Cassilia meet Zero Von Moon, former Mage Warrior. Von Moon? Now there's a name I haven't heard in quite a while. It can't be. You're not Hellraiser Helios, the original bad boy of the Academy. Well, I haven't raised much hell in many moons, but that was once my nickname, yes. This is delightful. I'm so glad your powers have preserved you. The either well keeps us fit, but not forever. Greetings, Zero Von Moon. We could use the skills of a mage warrior. Yes, and to that end, I must ask you, Zero, what are your allegiances, your priorities? I think that it's obvious. My king is dead. The court has crumbled to dust. The dog are back. They must be vanquished. That is my duty. I am relieved. We will get a chance to chat later, but for now I fear we must cut to the chase. One of our own, a mage named Hokum, has been corrupted by the dog. He found a codex which summoned the ancient knowledge and invited the scourge. A mage brought it back. This is troubling. Much time has passed since the first visitation. Our attempts with the gadgeteers to get technology to displace the memory of the ancient scourge had nearly succeeded. We had begun to obliterate all traces of that cursed beast to knock it out of the public domain, as it were. But Hokum's mischief dredged up worry and concern. He renewed and revitalized the myths and legends, and now they are coming true again. This kind of reminds me of Discworld, where the whole belief in monsters, like if you talk about a monster, they come into being. By the way, where's Windleaf and the other Magi? Alpha and Brendan are deep in arcane research. While Windleaf, she's on her way now. She was studying. Studying what? How to focus her energy in her mind. How to turn something into nothing and back again. Hey, there she is. Windleaf, are you okay? Of course I'm okay. What did you expect? To hear that these guys shoved me into a pit or something? Of course not. We were just worried about you. We'll step in and introduce your friend. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zero Von Moon, at your service, Winleaf. Nice to meet you. We kind of bumped into Zero up in Silveria. He's had sort of a fan club up there, but we managed to persuade him to join us. Quite. Now that we're all here, I think we have a plan of action. I believe we can put a stop to this dog menace.
At least we think so.
What about these gadgeteer fellows? Can't they just wallop the tar to the dog?
Unfortunately, it isn't that easy. They're infected with the malaise just as we are. I'll tell you about it later. Who knows, they may even have brought it here by mistake.
But now is the matter at hand. There are two critical tasks we need to accomplish immediately. First, in order to cast the spell of banishment, we need the Orb of the Heavens. You don't mean the... Indeed, the mythical object said to lie in the depths of the ancient ziggurat. It does indeed exist. They do exist! Just like M&M's, am I right? The ziggurat? I know that place. When do we depart? You will get your chance. Just hear me out, please. Because the ziggurat lies across the sea and all ships have apparently been destroyed, we will need to elicit the aid of the Wind Travelers.
The people at Ben Burkul can arrange a meeting. It should be a snap.
As long as it isn't our necks that do the snapping. There is a second task? Yes, the second has to do with the Wildern.
The middle world?
Yes, unfortunately the only way we know of that leads to the Wildern
is through the Great Vortex at the bottom of the locked domain. Our allies, the Gadgeteers, have an agreement with the City Council in Carillon. The city of Ear is now in the service of the council members. Ear can be summoned with the mechanism located in the bell tower, next to the council building.
The Gadgeteers have suggested they know a method of allowing travel through the Great Vortex.
We must trust them on this point. Since we can't break through whatever is screening our thoughts in Wildern, we need you to look around and report on what you see there.
If I may speak, Helios. Of course. I would like to be part of the team going to the ziggurat. I know those lands at least. I used to. I can probably provide some guidance. Stinger could come with me to help me with such things. I cannot do such as manipulating levers, scratching my nose, and such. Actually, Zero, I think I'd be most effective opening up the way to Waldern. Har 5, Windleaf, and I have recently come from Carillon. We know the members of the council, and they owe us a favor.
Har 5 could come too.
Then who will assist me? One moment, please. I did not care for Carillon. There were too many people. There was too much noise. I would rather go with Zero to seek out the legendary fortress under the desert. Now we're talking. Then it's settled, as Zero and Har 5 will make for Ben Burkul and seek out the Wind Travelers. And Windleaf and Stinger will arrange for Ear to visit Carillon and for the Gadgeteers to supply means of transportation to Waldern.
May we all find the strengths we need to achieve our goals.
We will focus our minds, our hearts, and for that is our way. Alright, so hopefully you saved before this, because we got a decision to make. Meanwhile, in a dark, foreboding place deep within our coast. Don't you love when villains are scheming?
Stand where you wonder. Let me hear your report. As you predicted, the Magi have started to move. They have acquired agents.
Agents? Why, that almost makes the Magi sound resourceful. One would think they would have learned after so many failures.
Yes, well, we can't take them lightly. The Mage Warrior is back in action. This is in spite of having misplaced his body. Von Moon. So the cultists have lost their little god. What a shame. They also have a new Magi. She is called Windleaf. She's young, but she might become a problem. Most curious. It's been a while since the older one signed up a new student. A mage with training wheels, why worry? What a delightful image, but unfortunately inaccurate. This new mage could destabilize things, rake up some muck. Master, you're overthinking things, no? You know, I didn't lobotomize you for many reasons. Second-guessing me isn't one of them. Unless you fancy life as a mental midget, you'd be wise to never question my judgment again. Yes, my lord. I tire of your company. Alert all authorities in the field. See to it that welcoming parties are placed to greet these agents. It shall be done, O wise one. Report when you have more information. I live to serve. Dismissed.
Man, this big villain kind of reminds me of Dracula.
So, Helios, what game are you playing? Do your best, old man. You might have once been my teacher, but I've outgrown you in ways you wouldn't understand.
Alright, so we need to decide which quest we will play first. It doesn't really matter in this case because we can always switch between party members, but anyway, use the party splitting screen to adjust your party's inventory as you see fit. To see successful, you must make sure you don't have enough items, weapons, armor to get you through the rough times ahead. Look for party switch points at ends. You can use them to go from one party to the other as you play. Good luck. Alright, so this is kind of similar to Final Fantasy VI, which Woolsey also translated. So he kind of knows a little bit about that. So, so I'm going to make Stinger and Windleaf Party A, which is the party we play first. However, I'm actually going to play 0 and Party Hard 5 first. But it really doesn't matter because you can switch the party however you want. So, alright, so what we need to do is we need to basically swap out our money and everything around. Hextite, that's money we're going to get eventually. We don't have that right now. I would split up your money. I'd probably give Zero and Hard 5 more than Stinger and Windleaf in this case. So I'll probably end up giving them like maybe like 20,000 or something like that, and give the rest to them. Maybe a little bit more. Actually, 20,000 is probably a good amount of like even cash. So okay. So when it comes to useless items, if you have, I don't know if it would show everything you've currently got in your inventory, as you can see here. If you have soap, so in Stinger and Windleaf, if you have soap or buttons, give them to Stinger and Windleaf if you're keeping your useless items, because soap can be sold in Corellian and buttons can be sold in air, and they're going to be going to those locations. So if you have those two, give it to them, and then I'll go over the other ones here in a second. If you have any bows and arrows, give them to Stinger and Windleaf. Daggers and swords, give to Stinger and Windleaf. Give talons and air horns to Stinger and Windleaf, and the mage gauntlet and mage armor need to go to Stinger and Windleaf as well. Har 5 and Zero, if you have the basket, give that to them because you can go back to Anglerville and sell that there. Perfume, give that to Harv and Zero because they'll be able to utilize that. If you have the jug, give that to Harv. Bolts, give them to them. Nails and candle also, because jug and bolts can go to Dobie Town, which is a town they'll be interacting with, and then New Gabranth will be able to sell nails and candles. I already sold that stuff off screen because it's not really worth that much. Like I said, they're in the 80 range, and it's not that crazy amount of money to have kept it this long. Obviously, give size and shots to Zero and Mage Helm to them. So let me go over. When it comes to healing items, I would say split those up as evenly as you can to even that out. So, if you can even it out anyway. So, alright. Talons for you. Life back. I'll just mage equipment. Or sorry, mage equipment for them. Darroot, I only have the one, so it doesn't matter. Arrows for you. Glass shards is for you. Ranthpa for you, flame arrow, crescent sword, green cod. Well, we only have one, so it doesn't really matter. Aether wafer. As I said, it's one of those cases where actually I'll give you the green cod and then let you keep that one. Aether potion. We'll go ahead and swap that out with that for yourself. Arrows, death cheats, yeah, even that out. Daggers, got aether drops, same thing. Fear and tonics. Dagger mage armor for us. Okay. That's it. When it comes to any other useless items, you could just You could equal those. It doesn't really matter in this case. If you have the shovel, thread, and needle, probably a lot of these I'd probably just give them to Harv. Because the shovel, needle, thread, and needle go to the Nori Caverns. Spikes go to Michi. Hoe goes to Treeside. Wrench goes to Castle Metaboline. And Saw is Isle Petite. I mean, you could divide them up however you wish. It's just overall, I'd probably just give them the Harv in the grand scheme of things. And I think that's it. Like I said, if you're dealing with useless items, like I said, if you're not dealing with that, then most of the time divide all the stuff evenly and remember what items go to what. And like I said, mage armor stuff go to Stinger and Windleaf there. So, all right, I guess we're good. So, yep. I mean, if you mess up on something like that, it's not the biggest deal. It's because, like I said, this game isn't that hard. I'm kind of glad we're heading back to Craveyard. Yeah, me too. Maybe we can finally get a decent meal. Do you think R5 and Zero would be okay? They're off to find some ruined temple or something. What kind of trouble could they get into? Plenty. Look, together they're a pretty formidable pair. R5 kind of has a good head on his shoulders now, as so to speak. That was your joke, right? I guess not. Anyway, forget about them. They'll be fine. Yeah, I know. You ought to be worrying about us. Excuse me? We're going somewhere no one has gone in quite a long time. In spite of all the stuff Festin has brought us to read, I still feel a little nervous. That's good. So do I. I'd be worried otherwise. So, enough with the history lessons. Let's get the show on the road. We got 2 important letters to deliver. Right. One to the council and one to the gadgeteers. Stinger? Yeah? Why did you really want to go to Wildern? Because, well... Yes? Just because! Oh, I see. Eloquent as ever. Now come on, let's get going. Alright, so, now that we've done the whole splitting the party up, yeah, we can never go back to the Magical Academy until the quests have been done, which will be quite a while until we do that, so... but yeah, now that we can choose whoever we want, we basically have an option to play however direction is simpler, or whatever you feel. Like I said, you can just swap at any time when you're in a field or an inn or something like that. But anyway. Oh, of course, I guess I got attacked apparently, so. Yeah, we'll just run away. I could fight these guys, but yeah. 5 enemies. Wow. I think also new enemies start appearing there while we do that too. Yeah, there's no need to bother them, so we can't go in and save or heal or anything like that, so I appreciate that little detail, so anyway. Alright, I think we'll just head on to the next. Let's go back to Anglerville really quick so we can go to the inn there. So that way we can swap out our party. Yeah, get to the end. Did I make it? Okay, I made it. Let's see. I actually forgot where the end is over here, I believe. Yeah. Alright, whoops. Wait, what did it say there? In registration, fill in first, last, middle name, address, age, occupation, IQ, tax number, references, preferences, and have a nice day. Yeah, let's sleep for a second. Not that I really got attacked or anything like that, so. And that thing's like almost freaky. That just pops up out of nowhere. Look at that thing. Looks like some type of Easter Island head or something like that. Yeah, at least that's what it kind of looks like to me anyway, so. Okay, let's, yeah, this is a party swapping point. You can use this to change to the other group of heroes. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap to Har5, and meanwhile, Har5 and Zero. I hope Sting and Windleaf can learn more about Wildern before they head off. They must. They will journey to an unexplored land and wild new land. Explored and wild new land. There may be death. Hey, it's been a while since you said that. Ah, 5. There could also be life. This is the time to think positively. I will work to become a more optimistic Harvester Mark V robotic entity. That's the spit, I think. And now let's go before Fessin brings us any more maps and books to read. I already know where I'm going. As you wish. We shouldn't interrupt Windleaf and Sting in the library. Affirmative, they have enough to think about. Good, come on then. Alright, we get kicked out of the party as well. Okay, so now we could sell off useless items if we want to by heading back to Anglerville. And weirdly enough, I might actually go and enchant some of my armor for Harv against... oh yeah, I can also sell the Reaver Scythe as well, since I don't need that at this point. But I might actually go back to Anglerville and go enchant his armor for ice protection. So that will make survival a little bit easier. Not that we're having to go... This game hasn't been that much trouble for me to really enchant at all. Really, for the most part. Yeah, too bad you can't... as far as I'm aware of, you can't actually... Even though your allies will be in the same area, you'll never actually run into them. So... If you do have the basket and for selling in Barney, it sells for 10 gold. Woo. Glad you took all that... Held on to it that long, huh? Okay. Actually, do you guys have any new dialogue? Probably not. I know some towns have new dialogue, but... Okay. Yeah, see how he has the same dialogue as Stinger when he drinks? Yeah, sometimes... Only in rare cases do point men actually have, like, unique dialogue. There it is. Okay, I only sell that Reaper Breather Scythe. Yeah, it sells for 1,000. Nice. Oh, that's right. His Ranger armor has a protection on. Never mind. I can't enchant it. I completely forgot I didn't actually give him. I didn't change out an armor because yeah, if your armor already has a protection, you can't actually. You can't actually enchant it. Whoops. My bad. Well, if you didn't give him the Ranger armor, go and give him ice protection. Let me go to Jinx really quick. I'm gonna check the dialogue because now that they're free from the curse from the dude, we can now get some extra dialogue for them. So you don't have to do this, by the way, if you don't want to. And I probably should just skip to Jinx. But it's been a couple episodes, so for those who've forgotten how to get to Jinx. Although it's not like the game is that like dang it. I mean, not that I don't want to fight it. I mean, it's just... Yeah, I like how they balanced the party up evenly enough because basically gave both of them a magic user that can heal, and then a physical fighter, so it's not like unbalanced. Although that would have been an interesting game to play an unbalanced party and see how we deal with it. So I'm gonna tell you in secret. Step over here, just a little closer. Sure. That's better. Now listen carefully. Thank you so much. You saved our town. Look, anyone would have done it. We're just glad we could help. Well, we suffered for decades as a result of that wraith. It was the source of all our bad luck. But now things in the outside world are looking bad. Figures. Fix one thing so another breaks. Ta-ta. So yeah, let's see how everyone's doing now that not everyone's crazy and mean and everything like that. If you're a man or woman. We're so glad to see you again. It was like we were under a spell or something. I guess the wraith poisoned our town for years with its anger and hatred. It was so subtle we just couldn't tell what was happening. Before we knew it, we were at war with our loved ones. To think I used to call you bovine to your face. Yeah, some nervy had called me that. Although I feel like it's still there in the background. It almost like forced it to the surface of emotions that were there to begin with. Well, it's not like I knew what I was doing back then, is it? Bovine, ma, tuish. Well, at any rate, we're finally back to normal. I just love this man. By the way, do you need any supplies, best goods in the valley, prices them? Yeah, she has the same stuff as before if you need to buy anything, but no, we don't really need to, so.
Come back anytime.
Come on. Welcome to the store, folks.
You already know we're the best in the valley. What can we do for you?
I guess they both does. Now, come back now, okay?
On second thought, I don't want to be an opera singer. In fact, I hate opera. I think the Wraith was corrupting my sensibilities.
Yeah, who wants opera?
Ugh.
Gross. No. I like opera. Not all operas, though. Not all operas are created equally. Poor kid just left in here.
Just when my parents seemed to settle down, my dad went nuts.
He started going nuts!
Started yelling all the time, screaming about a shadow. How could a shadow hurt you?
You never played D&D, did you? Or watched Princess and the Frog. The Shadow Man, you know?
Have a great stay. If you're looking for Healy, you find her at William's place. They're quite the lovebirds these days. Oh, how I love men. Men are wise. Men are strong.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Men sing. They love. They create. Men protect. Men build. Men entertain. Joy just adore men.
Thank you. It feels nice to be appreciated every once in a while. Country and... Imagine most of the stuff's the same dialogue. So.
Hey, welcome to the inn. Heroes looking for you. There's a vacancy. Rates up for everyone else, but for you, still 50 gold.
Nah, that's alright.
Hey, I understand you folks got a world to save, right? Drop in later, okay?
Alright. I mean, I could go in there just to show off what's in there, like what you can examine, so.
We won't need to drown our sorrows anymore. I thought I'd turn this place into a flower shop.
Oh, well, alright then. I mean, that's something. It's still got creepy music, though, when you walk around. Which is kind of funny. Okay, dude. There we go. I walked through the guy. I heard that the Gadgeteers had blown up half the darn world. Never did trust him. Yeah, don't trust a Gadgeteer.
Ever since you fixed things, life has gotten boring. I'm back to school now. Can't play gate ball and have to eat my vegetables. Why'd you have to go and screw everything up, stupid? Take that.
Dude, what a jerk. Can't examine the well, I guess. I guess not everyone's happy that we saved this place. Hey, dude. Got me a new attitude. Take your time, customers. He has the same stuff as before, so. Thanks for whatever part you played in helping us. I love this town. Alright, and then let's go here. Jinkstown Hall. Let's see if everyone's actually in here.
Well, aside from the world falling apart, things seem to be back to normal. Gerg knows I could use a little vacation break. Think I'll take a vacation to Port Lacane. Always did fancy that place. Might take my new flame with me. She packs a mean cake. Can't believe all this bad luck happened because of a ghost.
Yeah, worse things have happened. Library and jail, yeah.
Please don't lick your fingers while turning the page.
I don't know why people... I know why people do that. It's just gross. Yeah, you still can't check these books. Yeah, so you can't examine them, so... Oh, why isn't the guy's out of jail yet? Kirk knows I'm getting my confidence back again. I'm ready to look death in the eye. Once I've served my sentence, of course. But that was done during a bad time, you know? Yeah, it should be let out, because that was a stupid law. There are things with stupid laws, you know? I mean, I'm a law-abiding citizen as much as the next guy, but even I recognize some stupidity when it comes to certain laws. You know, laws can be so, like, laws and bureaucracy can be dogged down in red tape that just gets, like, stupid, like, with how many laws there are.
See, the famous headless Neo-Polyosticocamus.
That's not how it sounds, but I'm not going to actually pronounce it right.
No one knows how it managed in ancient times without a head. Perhaps someday science will uncover these mysteries.
Anyway. Okay, so we're due here. Might be a good time to, if you're worried about magic, maybe stock up on some ether items while you're here. I would say hard 5 and 0 probably the most challenging of the fights ahead because of like what they're actually going to fight in general. So okay, so basically our next journey is to Bryn Brokul. So let me go back to I'll head back to the academy. I'll just cut that backtracking, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back on the Magic Academy map here. Like I said, it only takes a few seconds, but it's like, if you've already seen my backtracking, you know what we're doing, so. What we need to do is we're heading to Redmond, so we need to head to the top of the map here. Make it. All right. Yeah, Redmond. Before you enter this place, make sure to save it. If a hard save, if you're worried about like being behind on levels or whatever, because we won't be able to save for a while, and there's no turning back for Harv and Zero at this point. So let's go and make a save here. Oh, and as you see, there's not that the barrel has nothing in it or whatever it was from last episode. Yeah, saving and reloading the game removed it. That I had never encountered that before, folks. That was like a first for me. That surprised the crap out of me. I was like, what is this? You know. But anyway, now we can actually go into Ben Cool. Sorry. Although I do need to be fighting more stuff. I am a little behind on. I probably should be at my next level by this point, but you can barely hear that. That was like a roar. But anyway, there's enemies here are frostworms, snow beasts, ice skeletons, and ice reavers. So if you have any fire magic, we seem to be missing stuff today. Wow. Okay. There we go. Dude, Christmas. So far, they're not doing that much damage to me, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, this is why you might want to get ice enchantment for Harv, because we're fighting a lot of enemies to do ice strikes. So I might be fighting a few enemies here, just to, yeah, I found a vigor pill. Alright, let me go over the enemy encounters here. So, the Frostworms have 492 HP, 500 MP. They can cast Chill Blast. Their wards are 100% ice, fire at a minus 100%, and they have Ice Strike. All the enemies here have Ice Strike, by the way. So, Ice Skeletons and Reavers. Yeah, you have to call them Ice Skeletons. You can't call them Frost Skeletons or anything like that. Ice Skeletons have 512 HP, 520 MP, no spells, minus 50% to Spirit, plus 50% for Psi, so weak to Spirit. If I say minus 50, that means they take more damage from Spirit in the future. Ice Reavers have 502 HP, 510 MP, but no special abilities. And then the Snow Beast. Let's see, sorry. Snow Beast. Sorry, there's so many enemies on here. I have to skim through all of them. Snow Beast has 502 HP, 510 MP. They can cast Flesh Freeze, Frigid Meister, minus 500% to fire, 100% protection to ice, and they have the Ice Strike skill. So, alright, anyway, we go over here. We get some gold and some Quill Shot, which is a ranged. Quill Shot is a ranged attack for Harv. And yeah, if you have a Zero, his basic attack here is pretty good because it's fire. Mass Sleep would also be really good for this section too, to reduce how much damage you take if you're going to be using spells. Although as you can see, they seem to miss all the time. So, oh yeah, you know what? Actually, I do want to. I should have quit the Reaver Scythe. I just remembered it's actually fire elemental. Oh well, whatever. My bad. Oh well. Yeah, I just remembered that it's fire elemental after I sold it. Don't do what I did, folks. Well, actually, it's not doing too bad so far, so. I say, what an amazing abyss. The famed Grand Chasm. My former owners used to tell cautionary tales to their children that involved this place. Is that so? Indeed. The tales all involve the fate of naughty or willful children. Usually a dark, frightening form would emerge from the Grand Chasm in the dead of night to drag such children back down into it. But what a gruesome notion. Why would a parent frighten a child so? I do not know. Yeah, ask medieval Germany on that question, dude. There's a whole, the whole Brothers Grimm and all that stuff. I do not know. I do know that I was often summoned to change soiled diapers and breeches after such a story had been told. How maternal of you. ... We should proceed. Righto. Well, you first. Or are you checking for something? A dark, frightening shape, perhaps? Negative. Merely assessing the structural integrity of the bridge. Oh, how thoughtful. I mean, after all, the last ogres died out centuries ago. Or did they? Your modest attempts at humor are delaying our mission. Then let's get on with it. If you can do the Twitch attack, which is the X and circle combination, this would be really useful here, but the thing is I'm really bad about doing that attack, so just overall, oh well. I'm trying to do it, but I'm really bad at it. Like, the process of actually activating it is tough for me, so. Oh yeah, I did say I was going to fight stuff more often, but. Oh, anyway, if we check this. What's this? It appears to be an elemental charm. An ice charm, if I'm not mistaken. Bound to be useful. Quite useful. We gain the ice twitch attack. So this one is you press X and then square in rapid succession to activate the attack. So press X and square in rapid succession once you've chosen your attack method. So, all right. Well, let's see. Well, I don't want to use the twitch attack here because these are all, things are all fire. So. All right, let's go with mass sleep just to reduce our damage. So, all right, then we'll attack. That will take him a few seconds to do anything. Up, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I did the ice attack instead by. You can usually tell you did it if you see that elemental color changing. Yeah, see how useful mass sleep can be? The only problem is Zero's not going to gain as much experience. But anyway, Heart 5 gained a level and gained immunity to sleep. And he also turns into a Crusader at level 1. Not that that really means anything, but, you know, just thought I'd let you know, so. Alright. Alright, now we need to, yeah, I was going to say I was going to fight everything. Just so I could actually... Although, I guess I'm at a level that's good now for being Crusaders. I guess I don't need to fight everything now. Oh, there's some Arcosi thugs there. There you go, and use mass sleep again. I'll go over the thugs here in a second. Whoop! Alright, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Yeah, I wasted a spell, but whatever. Yeah, sleep lasts for quite a while. Alright, let me go over the Arcos thugs. They've upgraded since then. Alright, made our way out of there. Arcos thugs. They are 492 HP, 500 MP. I think in the future I'm just gonna tell you one person's HP because I swear every single HP and MP is the same for every enemy here. They really didn't try to make difference when it came to stuff like that. But you know, what can you do on that? So, all right. Do I want to actually use my MP stuff? Yeah, sure. I'll give a hit or two. Not that I really need to that badly, so. No, what's this? What the? You find the frozen corpse of a man. He is clad in a ghastly assortment of multicolored rags. His feet are bare. He clutches a piece of garbage to his chest. It is obvious he died of the madness. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So, anyway, yeah, we see a dark figure up here, so. Hello. Look, fellow travelers. Perhaps.
Hey, you there.
Yes.
You can't go through here.
Why not? Is the path unsafe?
You could say that. It's gonna be real unsafe for you if you don't give us your goods.
Ah, highwaymen. It figures. You are foolish. We are on an important mission.
Ooh, an important mission.
We will not comply with your demands. Please stand aside. There may be death.
Turn that thing into kindling, boys.
Well, you won them. Well, we did warn for, well, not really boss battle, for a battle against the Arcos thugs. These guys are a little bit weaker against the other ones, so they're 325 HP, 340 MP. So, okay. These guys don't even do that much damage to me either, so. I wouldn't even worry about, like, oh, they're actually attacking, Zero now. I could headbutt them, but I'll have him help, Oops. Oh, yeah, now you can't, because I'm now hitting him, but that's not a big deal. Like I said, they're not doing that much damage, so. These guys really aren't that hard. Everyone's missing, though. Yeah, remember how this game's still on difficult mode, by the way, folks? Yeah, it's still on hard mode, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, well. Anyway. Yeah, we beat them pretty easily, so. Ugh. Give us your goods indeed. Why, I would have thrashed them with one eye closed. Quiet, please. We must chat about this instant later. We now have a more urgent matter to attend to. Let me guess, you dropped a contact lens? Negative. It concerns the impending avalanche. Exclamation point. Why didn't you say so? Run! Or float, in Zero's case. That was entirely too close for comfort. Thank the gods above for your mechanical ears, my friend. Such thanks would be ill-placed. Eh? First, had you not been boasting, you too would have heard the rumbling. Second, the gods were not responsible for the creation of my ears. Gadgeteer Design Team CY101 implemented these biotech sensory instruments. You may direct your thanks to them if you wish. So be it. Here's the Design Team CY101. Cheers! By the by, where are we? And where is everyone? It doesn't seem to be a soul around here. We are in Ben Barcool. We are not alone. Plenty of souls are nearby. You only need listen. Tortured souls, then. Stand ready. Hostile encounter imminent. Oh, good gracious. Enough with the theatrics, H5. What makes you think we're in danger anyway? No, not just the walking zombies and chaoslings everywhere. Yeah, this place has zombies, ghoul warriors, and skeletons as enemies. Oh, I think I understand now. Thanks. Yeah, we're surrounded. Yeah. Seems like a horror movie. Yeah, we're in battle now, so. Alright. We'll just wait for them to come to us. And just keep helping Part 5. It's like most battles in any game series, you always want to attack one target if you can. I'm gonna keep helping Part 5 just because, like, well, ow. Gotta go for specials now. Ow, that actually hurt me. Ow. Might be almost better just to save my magic for healing purposes, really. Alright, zombies in this place have 428 HP, 440 MP. Their wards are 50% psi, minus 100% to spirit. And then the skeletons and ghoul warriors Skeletons in Redmond Cool have 418 HP, 430 MP. Spirit, same thing with their stats on Spirit and Psionics. And then Ghoul Warriors have 512 HP, 520 MP. Same ward resistances on them. So, the undead, foul, putrid creatures. There are more, many more. We should see if there are any of the undead about. You mean the living? ... That's a little joke, Hollow 5. As you say. You have no sense of humor at all, do you? Irrelevant. Let us seek survivors. Let us purge the unliving. Yes, let's. Alright, so now we have to deal with Bryn Bakul. Yeah, no saving, no healing, so be careful about like who you fight here and everything like that, so. Or, well, there is healing chances, but I'm talking about before we get to this point, we get attacked, you know, that type of situation. So, anyway, let's go over here. Hello, is anyone there? Oh, sure, that's the ticket. Yes, please allow me to open my door so you can jolly undead fellows can come in and munch on my bones. I assure you, we are not undead. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Kirk's teeth, Ragark. How many zombies talk like that? We both heard the undead grunting at our door for days now, scratching to get in. This is different. Well, I suppose you're right. Of course I'm right, and you're paranoid. Now, is this one of those worlds where if you get bit by zombies, you turn into zombies, or is it like Juju zombies, where they're formed from like some curse or spell? Oh, very well then. You may enter. Hey, Ragark's abode. We've been discovered, Moira. Run for your life. Wait, we will not harm you. The monster's out there, my good man. First zombies, now it's a wooden man with his buddy. A buddy that just happens to be a decapitated head. Great Kirk, what did I ever do to be punished so? Give me a sign, I beg of you. He makes a valid point. Our visages are somewhat unique. Well, it certainly isn't our fault how we look. Do you think I want to look like this? Relax, husband. I sense that these two are allies. Have you gone mad too? They're grotesque monsters. Look at them. Every other monster would have encountered would have been chewing on us by now, husband. ... I hate it. Do you not hate it when your woman is right? Right in front of her too. No, actually, I kind of like a woman with a good head on her shoulders. Yes, you would, wouldn't you? We digress. How long have the undead been here? About a week. They came from nowhere, and they never sleep. We thought we'd at least be able to get out and about during the day. No such luck, though. The foul things have forced us to live like rats. Take comfort, madam. Help has arrived. We will need your assistance. You've got it. That's the spirit, sir. What can we do? For now, all we need is shelter. Why don't you use our barn? It's through that door there. Most of the animals have been savaged by those creatures. We will protect those few animals that remain. With your help, we'll put an end to this. Thank you. We just want our lives back. Alright. This is the neatest hovel I've ever seen. A gold piece would bounce chin high if tossed onto this bed. Almost makes you wonder if Zero is supposed to be the point man for this, because most Allied just doesn't seem to fit Horror 5 when it comes to certain things. Winter Squash. Anything you see here is yours. Just get rid of those things. Good luck to you, strange ones. Lamb jerky. Alright, anyway. Let's grab this here. Oh! I hate when I grab stuff too fast. Anyways, 50 gold there. Aether Wafer 1, a Vigor Pill 1, and a Fear Tonic at 1. So. And there's the sheep pen here. Sky and stars, how the mighty have fallen. Is there a problem? Yes, this place, this pit. To think that I, a fond moon, must sleep here. Ludicrous. Is that all? Please calm yourself. I may have spent much of my life in such places. There is no shame here. Well, that's fine for you, a farm tool such as yourself, but... Your era is long dead. The people you once knew too. You must be grieving. But a new age greets you. And you must survive, somehow find a way to survive in it. You must be flexible. You must learn to live all over again. Such flexibility involves sleeping amongst sheep? If necessary. A bloody wooden golem, I'll see you in the morning. At least you have sleep to count. May you go to sleep promptly. Anyway, he's rested. Bah! Oh, go till a field, you cheeky wooden bugger. I laugh. Anyway, we can continue. And back to it. Thank you for the rest. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let me look over your spells again. Let's see, let's see, it's Spirit. I think I only have Psionic ability, so I can't. My Spirit really won't do as much damage against them, so it would really be Fire, Physical, or Summoning. Could always cast Strength on him. Or just do like, my summons, like, King Moondrash and stuff like that. Just to weaken them a little bit faster, since we can heal here now. So. Okay, now we want to explore the village and pick up... Yeah, this is a good place to... If you want to get some levels in because of all the monsters here. Jump back into your graves, you zombie fiends! Oh, alright. Yeah, no one's going to let us into their house, so... Well of Sorrows. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to... I guess we'll mess with the other stuff first, so... Because as you can see here, there's something that you can examine, but it won't let me examine it right now. Anyway, let's go to... I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the first... Let's deal with the first set of enemies. Alright. Let's take you guys on. Yeah, we have to fight everyone here, so... Whatever. God, it takes forever to get to... Ow. Okay, I could probably physically attack at this point. Since I did a decent amount of damage to him. There we go. Yeah, not really doing that much damage to me to really be like much of a threat, despite being on the hardest mode of the game. Yeah, keep, actually maybe I should just do the queen. I think the queen does a little bit more damage anyway because of her. And we don't have to go through all the thing if I do that, so. Yeah, it does a little bit more damage, so. Like I said, now that we can heal, we can just spam our magic attacks, so. Alright, we can physically attack now. There we go. Okay, excellent. Are you sweetie? I don't think so. Then be off with you! Alright, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, if you're still got the other side, switch back to your defender side at this point. This would be the best way to fight them, so. I guess I'll go back and heal really quick. Doesn't take that long to do that, so. Since I used a lot of magic, so. Yep, call it a night. Yep, just continue. Yeah, it only takes a few seconds anyway, so. Yeah, like, there's no reason not to go back and heal, like, at all, so why not, so. Okay, let's go to the right here. The Ben Burkul Burial Ground. R.I.P. Terma Reki, beloved husband of Kima and father of Tito and Verni, died tragically in an avalanche after the bottle of barley fizz he was carrying explosively jettisoned its cork. Repose in the fleece of Avalon. Rip Burkul, hereditary mayor to the town and gentleman farmer. Died when the sheep he thought he was shearing turned out to be a saber-toothed mountain sheerox. Don't you hate when that happens? Oops. See, some of them are the... It's hard to get the unique ones right now. Tomb of the Unknown, sheep rancher. Here we get some gold and 3 gems. Sorry, 800 gold and 3 gems. Probably should say the actual amount. Undecipherable, written in an ancient orthography. So you also get some gold and 3 beans. 500 gold and 3 beans. Gotta say the amount. Just checking anything that has interactions. We got 20 razor darts there. We also get 150 gold, plate mail, armor, gauntlets, and helm, armor trout, and king snuff. Gotta get to sniffing. Oh, whoops. Shrine to the goddess and goddesses of Ben Burkul. The celebration of Wee Ma, the god of soiled hooves, Tur, the goddess of lanolin, and Marmite, the god of fine woolen. Oops. Alright, here we get Aether Drop. Nice. R.I.P. Gentle Wind Traveler, name unknown. Found lifeless on the ground at the base of the Great Cliffs. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, quite a few items. Okay, just seeing if there's anything else here. Looks like nothing else to really interact with, so. Hopefully I read all the gravestones I could read anyway, so. Okay, let's go down here. Alright, let's take care of these guys. Yeah, no point in using... This will give us a chance to get some experience as well as not having to waste healing items or anything like that. Although, how many times have I really had to use healing items outside of just wasting useless items? Not really that often. Maybe I've just been getting really lucky, because even though this is on the hard mode, I'm not... Like, the early game was kind of difficult. Whoops, I forgot to press start. The early game was kind of difficult, but... Well, not really, but... There was like a few chances I had a chance, but after we hit a certain point, it wasn't really... I didn't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, so... Anyways, Arrow gained a level. He gained mid-heal, all, side bless, and psychedelia. So now he should be a traveler level 3. We could give him the plate mail helm if we want, but it's worse than what we've got, so let's look over his spells. Mid-heal all, heals medium level to HP to all heroes. Side bless, recipient receives temporary side spike enhancement, enchantment. And psychedelia, lowers the attack and agility rating of all enemies on the battlefield. That could be useful, I guess. But really right now, basically just casting attack spells because we can go back and heal it, so there's no point. And yes, we do have to fight all these things, so. Oops, well, doesn't matter. It just takes a few seconds to get to Ripper Pool there. That's the only problem with the spells is it's not very easy to get to the quick spells if you want to do that, so. Oh yeah, since we gained a level, I really don't need to go back to the thing to heal. There you go, and have him heal. That's just surprised I hit with the aggressive. Usually, aggressive has a high chance of missing. I usually just choose normal because it's supposed to be easier to hit. Well, guarded's technically the easiest to hit because of you know, the way it works. King Celeste, founder of Bren Bakul, champion of justice. Alright. Alright, just attack you. Ah. Oh well. Doing a little bit more damage now. Whatever. Yeah, his aggressive attack is pretty crazy. His head just like spasms out. Alright. We got a tonic for that, nice. No one in here but us helpless folk, and a couple of cases of high explosives. Now scram! Oh, well, alright. Go away, vamoose, scram, can't help you. What a lovely group of people. Alright, we don't actually need to go there yet. Avoid that. Now let's finish off these zombies. Or at least the initial ones anyway. Alright, we'll finish off these guys and then call it an episode. I was hoping I'd finish these guys off be here a little bit earlier, so I try not to be over an hour on episodes, so. It just makes it a little bit even, that's all. Managed to just cast a spell, I would have hit. And we would have been done with this battle already. Alright, get some money and gold, excellent. Well, I did say we polished off the last of them. Perhaps you spoke too soon. That sound, it's dreadful. The undead must have come from the graveyard. So perhaps we should make sure there are no more of them looking around. Let us proceed. Yeah, so we had to go back to the graveyard. What manner of place is this? I can't say for sure. Perhaps it's a dungeon? It seems deserted. Let's move on. Weird. Hey, let's grab that red, clearly flashing red item back there. Looks like a playground, actually. You can't examine that stuff. Maybe we get some candies there. Those are ones that you can heal with. Oh, can I actually go? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised some stuff you can examine and some stuff you can't, so. Alright, let's go back and heal. Because we're not quite done with the undead in this place yet. Nope. Got one more big bad, but we're not gonna. I want to get the treasure first in the graveyard before, because after you kill all the zombies, something pops up in the graveyard, so. Let's heal up. Yep, call it a night. Yeah, I like how you hear the little sheep sound when you walk inside, so. Well, alright, looks like Zero and Har5's journey has led them into some crazy situations. Ice, avalanches, and now zombies. Will we be able to clear the farm of all these zombies and save Bryn Bakul? And what awaits us in the town now that it's healed, and where our location will take us next? Find out next time in the next episode of Shadow Madness. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, I'll see you next time.